Well, hello there. Great to see you. I'm WTOL 11 Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers with some major heat and humidity that's going to be ahead for our Friday. It's going to be a hot and humid setting. And get used to this. Soaring heat and humidity going to take us to the low to mid 90s. And that heat index, what it will feel like, may top triple digits as we get into Friday. So enjoy what we've got for our Thursday. Some of the cloud cover we had early in the day going to keep us relatively a bit more comfortable compared to what the heat is going to feel like by Friday. Partly sunny skies for the first few hours into the afternoon. More sunshine develops late in the day. It should be a bright, brilliant end of the afternoon and into the evening. Really some stellar looking conditions. Sunshine going to be around through sunset, which is now before 9 p.m. And with clear skies, light winds tonight, we're going to dip back close to the lower 70s. How about this, though? Recap of the storm damage reports that we had across the area. Widespread wind damage, torrential rain, and even some large hail that was reported. Let's head out toward the lakeshore areas where we had some wind and tree damage that was across parts of Ottawa and into Erie County. Some higher wind reports out there toward Cedar Point, up toward Johnson's Island, Marblehead, back toward Port Clinton. And just off of South Bass Island, we had a measured wind gust of 66 miles per hour. Here in the Toledo Metro, widespread tree damage, power outages, and flash flooding that we are still dealing with some of the impacts and power outages due to the high winds that came through the area. Now, how about the rainfall? It was torrential amounts of rain, several waves of rain that came through the area. Lucas County at one point, late Wednesday and early Thursday, was under a flash flood warning, and you can see why. 2 to 3, even up to 4 inches of rain that was reported. Did have a report out there toward Oregon, just outside of Martin, of 4.5 inches of rainfall that was actually measured. So torrential rain was one of the factors of what we had to deal with. Up toward Hillsdale County, we had about 2, 3, even up to 4 inches of rain. And much of the afternoon and evening is headed across southern Michigan, even toward Adrian, where the Lenawee County Fair is taking place, was washed out due to storms. Just updated power outage numbers. Lucas County, we're still looking at about 10,000 customers without power. That's about 5% of the county. Monroe County still dealing with just shy of 4,800 customers without power. And Lenawee County, some vast improvements, but still about 1,600 customers that are without power. How about the storms that they rumbled through the area? This was from Nate Ward of that incoming shelf cloud from Perrysburg. And look at that shelf in a signal of winds that are rushing out ahead of a thunderstorm. And what would have followed this? Gusty winds and torrential rain. And we had numerous reports of just fantastic clouds and a lot of damage reports that came in from our viewers. Sandusky County storms saw a similar thing. And how about this storm last night out toward Archbold, rolling across parts of Fulton County. Dark skies, dark clouds, and very ominous looking conditions. So what's going to be next for us as we go through our Thursday and into Friday? That heat dome is going to be building across the nation's midsection from Texas into the southern and central plains. We're talking scorching, triple-digit heat that is going to be searing much of the country. Now, we're going to be in the upper 80s to near 90 here in Ohio. We're just on the edge or cusp of that heat dome. It is expected to be expanding, though, as we get into Friday, and that heat is going to be moving into the lower Great Lakes. Well, again, just on the edge of it, but should be good for low to mid 90s across our area as we get into Friday. So what to expect with your hour-by-hour forecast rest of today? We do anticipate we are going to be dry near shower and storm threat, going to be closer to about the I-70 corridor. So that's central and southern parts of Ohio. Partly cloudy to mostly clear skies anticipated tonight and into Friday morning. Still some uncertainty how this is going to play out, but there's a couple waves of some showers and storms that will be possible Friday. It is going to be a hot and sticky day. Where we do get a few of those storms to develop, not out of the question. We may get a few strong to severe storms again Friday afternoon and evening. There's a high degree of uncertainty on where or if these storms will be developing. Into Friday night, one more wave of storms that will be possible could include some heavy downpours once again. So we'll monitor the risk of some flooding or widespread heavy rain Friday night and into Saturday. Should dry out then very swiftly into the weekend ahead. 89 the high for your Thursday. Very warm and humid, partly sunny skies, turning brighter through the course of the afternoon and into the evening. Extended 10-day forecast has upper 80s for Thursday, low to mid 90s as as we get into Friday. There is going to be the chance or likelihood of some scattered showers and storms Friday. Where we see those storms, still highly uncertain, and to the degree of their magnitude of strength still is uncertain. But keep an eye on that one. There is the risk of a few strong to severe storms. A few storms early Saturday morning. That may be gone by mid-morning, and then we'll have dry conditions through Saturday afternoon. Sunday looking great, lower 80s, and we'll stay in the 80s majority of next week, which rounds out the month of July and begins the month of August. And things look fairly quiet across a good chunk of the area as we go through the better part of that 10-day forecast. Have a great Thursday.